understanding there's so much more to life than just, basketball and winning an award or, winning a basketball game. Those kids are fighting for their lives, and especially Harper Stride. Like, she's the first person that pops up in that video, and she's somebody our team has adopted and kind of been around, and she beat cancer once and then comes to our camp this summer and is having fun and enjoying our camp, and, later on is re-diagnosed with cancer. So, it's really sad. It takes you back, and, somebody that, inspires me even. She's one of the strongest people I know, and she's the first person that popped up in that video. So obviously, kind of made me really emotional and just thankful that I get to be in the position that I am, every single day.
Caitlin, people have said this should be the most watched college women's basketball game in history. Obviously, you want to go throw the game, but to hear that, what kind of feeling does it bring for you and this team?
Yeah, I think it's really incredible. More than anything, I know people. It's really hard to get a ticket to get into this arena for this game, and even more people are going to turn it on and turn the TV on. So, I'm just grateful that I get to be a part of it. Like I said, I think the sky's the limit for this game. I think people are starting to truly understand, what the product is and how great it is. And, we know we have a tall task, but, you always believe in yourself, and we believe we can go in there and win the basketball game. And, we're going to do everything we can to do that.
First time in this tournament that you guys are the underdog. Do you like the underdog mentality? Do you embrace it?
I feel like it's kind of back to like my freshman year when I first got here. We were the underdogs. Nobody really expected us to, even make the NCAA tournament, and then we advanced to the Sweet 16. So, we've been saying all year long, like, why not us? Why can't we do it? So that's just kind of the mentality that we're going to have. We're going to believe in ourselves. We're going to believe we can win the basketball game, and, that's really all you can do.
Best offense versus the best defense in the country. What's the game plan heading into this season?
I think the biggest key for us is boxing out. They have so much size, and, if they get double the shots that we do, it's going to be hard to win the game. If you have more attempts at the basket, that's just hard to overcome. So I think the first thing is you got to box out.
Yesterday at the Naismith thing, to have your parents kind of front and center right there, what was that like, and what have they meant to this entire journey?
It was really special, and they've been here since Tuesday and kind of sharing all these moments with me. And, I'm lucky enough to have parents that have traveled around all throughout my career. My dad was my first ever basketball coach. That's one of the reasons I came to Iowa, so that they could be at a lot of my stuff and travel to a lot of my games, and they haven't missed much in my 3 years here. And my brothers will be joining them, I think, either tonight or tomorrow morning. So, I'm just really lucky that I have such a supportive family and loves the sport as much as I do, and has always, allowed me to dream big, and, really just special that, I get to share it with them more than anything.
Last
a lot
two
of people
games
talk about
in an Iowa jersey for McKenna and Mon. What did they meant to this program? What did they meant to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's really sad, but, lucky enough, hopefully we can play the maximum amount of games you're allowed to by reaching the national championship game. And I think what they've meant to this program is just, far more than what you can put into words. They've given their heart and soul. They've helped build it up. I think, Monica, she would tell you she would never have dreamed to become the coach that she is today, and it's taken a lot of hard work. And I think McKenna, she's the Swiss Army knife. She doesn't always get the attention and the credit that she deserves, and I think that's super special. But I'm going to miss them both so much. And I think more than anything, what's carried us is, we have a love for one another that, a lot of people don't have. And we just want to keep coming back and having practice with each other because it's so much fun and we have so much fun. So, I'll miss those two so much.
A lot of people talk about Aaliyah versus Caitlin, but you're not going to be matching up really on the floor. That's Monica's job on the other
Absolutely.
side. And we talked to Aaliyah this morning, and she called Monica one of the most unique post players because she doesn't dribble. I mean, how much fun is it going to be to watch that matchup?
It's going to be really fun, and they have a lot of size, not just Aaliyah. They bring 6'7" off the bench, so they've got a lot of rim protectors, but, at the same time, if they're going to play two posts, we have a 4 that can really stretch the floor in McKenna Warnock, so I think that could cause some problems, and, we're going to do everything we can to shoot the ball really well, and like you said, it's not a Caitlin versus Aaliyah thing by any means. It's going to be Iowa versus South Carolina. I know people are going to frame it that way, and maybe that's good for people to tune in and watch the sport, but we're never going to be matched up against each other. That's just not what's going to happen. And if you need more than just one person to win a basketball game, and I'm not just saying that, it's truly what you need. And I'm lucky enough to have 4 other people that I can rely on. They're going to be able to do a lot of incredible things, and like I said with this team, you kind of have to pick your poison about what you're going to do. I think McKenna and Gabby are playing really good basketball right now, so we need to keep that going too.
Caitlin, how do you keep your head with everything that's going on the last few days and what's going on the next 24 hours?
Yeah, I think, just understanding, this is coming because we've had so much fun playing the game this year. And I think just enjoying every single second of it. And like I said yesterday at the Naismith Award shows, I'm just lucky I get to do this with my team this year. I wouldn't want to be here just accepting these awards. I want to be here because, we're playing in a game in the Final Four to get into the national title game. And, it's really special to be able to share this with all of them just because, they've put in so much hard work too, just as much as I have. And, you know, I would be nothing without them, and more than anything, they're my best friends. So obviously, I want to share cool moments in my life with them too.
There haven't been a lot of times this year where Sharon Goodman's got to be in the spotlight. How fun was that to get a chance to celebrate her last night?
That was so awesome, and we were all going crazy. We didn't even know that was a thing or an award that they really do at that banquet. And then when they started doing it for the D3 and G2 teams, we're like, well, Sharon's like the smartest person on planet Earth. Like, she has to win this award. And then they said health sciences, which was Sharon's major, and we all just got so happy for her. So, you know, she's one of the most selfless people I've ever been around, and I'm just really happy for her.
So you were aware of this. You knew that she was as smart as she is.
Oh, she's so smart, yes. She's always on, like, president's list, which is literally, like, 4.0 perfect. Like, you can't do any better.
Caitlin, I got two questions. First, how you doing?
Good, I'm really good.
So I heard like that video that was made at the hospital. That was back on March 7th.
Yeah,
so you guys are really good at keeping secrets, aren't you?
Yeah, I've known for a while, you know, just about that award. The other ones I haven't known as long. But yeah, it was a pretty special way to do it. And, you know, Coach Butter kind of want to, you know, have it just done and everything before, you know, we hadn't even won an NCAA tournament game at that point when I found out about that award. So in the video, I don't know if it was in there or not, but Coach Butter was like, well, we got a lot more work to do. So it's cool to be where we're at now and kind of look back on that moment, even though it was like only, you know, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, and just see how far we came. And, you know, it's felt like a long time, but really, you know, it hasn't been that long. And I'm just lucky that, you know, I've got to soak it up every single second of it.
I was asking your dad about the sports psychologist that Iowa has, and I know you do that. What is your I guess, what do you do with that, and how does the psychology side? I mean, do you have goals mentally before each game, before a big moment? I'd be interested to know how you approach that.
Yeah, I work with a couple of people that really help me with my mental game because, you know, I feel like I have quite a bit of skill. It's almost sometimes just the battle up in your head that you're fighting when you're out there on the court, and it's just as much a mental game. So, you know, I think, you know, whether it's not as much basketball, maybe it's all the outside noise and blocking out that and dealing with all that, you know, can be a lot. And you have to remember, you know, I'm 21 years old. Like, this is a lot for me to deal with too, and I love and enjoy every single second of it, but it can be overwhelming for me at times. And, you know, I'm just lucky enough that Iowa has the resources that, you know, they can help you, and, you know, every single person on our team is lucky enough to, we get to meet with those type of people that really help us every single week. They meet with us as a team, and you know, to have those type of resources, I think is really, really important in this day and age. And you know, I use every single resource I have because I think it's really good, and it helps me perform on the basketball court too.